Well, welcome and thank you, General Griswold Grimm. Um, Very kind. Kind of had just a chill day. Excuse me. So last night, Carolyn had I don't know, has had like a cold for a few days, and then she had this. She went in. I brought her in because she was like, no, we had salmon though. We had salmon for dinner, so we went to mother-in-law's and had salmon. And I mean, we did do a little bit of barbecue yesterday. We went to the block party that they had. We could only stay for a little bit because Carolyn was having like these weird asthmatic like breathing issues, and so I took her in, and she, gosh, that was tough, man. Uh, that was like one of the more difficult things I ever had to kind of sit through and endure, because we had to like they had to suction out her like nasal and sinuses and stuff. But we did get to meet our neighbors, and that was good. And it was at least a beginning as it relates to getting connected with our neighborhood. But yeah, so they did this. So Tori, welcome,
Hello.
Sartori.
Hello.
How are you?
I am good. I'm somewhere in Tennessee at a gas station, making my way back to Texas. So,
Nice. Did you hang out with Roderick?
no, yeah, I forgot there's somebody else I knew. No, we just were driving through here. So we went on a big trip. Saw Gavin, met Gavin and his wife and kids, and they hung out with my wife and kids, and that was a good time. And then
The new baby?
went. Yes, we met their new baby,
Yeah.
and they met our almost not even a baby anymore baby because he's gotten so big. Um, and that was good. And then we went up to the Jordan Hall World in North Carolina and met all the people from his church and community and such. And that was a good time. So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
How's Mr.
Yeah.
Hall doing?
He's good. So it's funny. It turns out his parents actually live right down the street from the church that my wife and I have gone to for like the last 7 years.
Hilarious.
And so we might see them again. They're going to be visiting in like a week or two. So
Wow.
we'll see them more. Yeah. So it's a small world.
What a great place we get to live.
Yeah. Yep.
I think it's amazing. Yeah.
It is. It is. And it's yeah, because I was trying to think of like, oh, do I know somebody in Nashville? And I forgot about Rod, but I remembered Strange Theology. Pete lives here, but I don't know. He's just he's gotten some wacky ideas lately that I'm like, I don't know if it's. But we were just driving through anyway. We saw some fireworks and stopped to see that. And,
Yeah. Well, Dolly and Rigsby, mostly Dolly was basically shivering in her boots. She still is because the fireworks freak her out so bad.
yeah,
So she hates the fireworks. But
that's
so we
a
didn't go
common
to see any of them.
that's a common reaction amongst dogs, from what I hear.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but she'll get over it. She'll be fine.
Yep.
So yeah. let's see. But yeah, then so yesterday, I had to take Carolyn in because she was having like this weird like aspiration breathing thing. So she had a
Mm,
cold for the last few days, and then it started getting like weird. And so I took her in, and they had to like suction out all the stuff, and then they did like the nebulizer twice on
mm,
her. It's like the worst thing to sit through because I have to hold her,
mm-hmm.
and she's like freaking out because these weirdos in masks are doing stuff, and that's difficult, very difficult. And all I could think about the whole time was like the what it must. I know this is weird, but kind of like like what God must kind of like some fragment, tiny fragment of what the sorrow God must feel as He carries His children through their difficulties. You know.
Yep. I'm just making sure to see if any of the kids were. I saw some stirring, but I don't think they were awake. Talking to Chad.
So we did
Yeah.
that, and
So
then
she good? Yeah.
she's good. Yeah, we have her. We have like an emergency. What the thing that people get when they have asthma. So she might have something like the beginning of asthma. You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, but usually that's not diagnosed until much later. But I wouldn't be shocked at all if she ends up having it because Anne has it and Anne's brother has it. So we'll see. But she's good now. We only had used the other asthma thing once today, which again was horrible because she doesn't understand what's happening. She just knows like something's got to get done here. And but so then we went over to her grandma's house and spent some time there today, and we watched this movie, uh, The Sheep Detectives. Have you seen this movie?
No. Sheep detectives. No. No.
Dude, it was great. It was a great movie, dude. I think it's a movie for even for kids. I think could watch this movie.
Hmm.
Yeah, I loved it. It was great. Um, I was a little weepy because I'm an old dad, and that was fun. Really good movie. What else? Yeah. So then after that, we came home and I cleaned up all the toys in the living room and decided I didn't want to go to bed yet, and here I am. How about you? What else is happening with you? Got anything in the works?
Well, I'm about to get back in the car and drive home. So, or drive some portion of the way home and see where we get. But
All
uh,
right.
and then back to work on Monday, I guess. So,
So say we all.
all right. Well, I'll
Drive
talk to you
safe.
later. All right.
Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July.
Bye bye, everybody. Bye bye, Sartori family. Totally cool to see Michael check in. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean that movie. So that movie, The Three Sheeps, or The Sheep Detectives, it was it was really well done. I mean, I was shocked because it's hard to find like good movies, and it did a couple things. It stumped me, which was good, and it hit all the nice symbolic sweet spots, which was really nice. And I just was like, man, it's a feel good movie. Um, it's a detective story. I'm like, yeah, dude, it's a great movie, great movie. Oh, here we go. Senor Olson.
Hey, hey, tell Michael to stop. He has to drive through Little Rock. Tell him to reach out to me.
All right, well, Michael, reach out to Olson. He's in Little
No,
Rock, Arkansas.
yeah, they go. It goes. I looked it up. Nashville to Dallas goes right through Little Rock.
Okay. Well, you heard it here, Michael.
Hopefully he could connect. That'd be good.
All right. How are
That'd
you?
be
How's your day?
that'd be fun. For the most part, good. We went up and my son got to go. We were gonna go fishing with his grandpa up so that's like an hour away, and so that was really fun to be able to have that opportunity. And then although while I was there, my car kind of broke down, so
Oh,
I spent like an hour or so trying to fix it, and I gotta go on again. But so that was kind of a bummer. But then they ended up being able to go fishing, and but it was only for a little while, and they didn't catch anything. But we had big storms come through, so that kind of pushed them off the lake. And then kind of relaxed for a bit. We stopped and got some what's the sparklers, and
oh
then
yeah.
smoke bombs and like super small little firecrackers. We're slowly working our way up. We introduced smoke bombs uh, last year and sparklers the year before, so we're slowly just kind of working our way up.
Nice.
But that was really fun. Got to do those in the front yard, and then went downtown and saw the big fireworks show. Got to hang out.
Nice.
So yeah, it was good. Sorry to hear about your daughter with the asthma
Hmm.
stuff. That's really tough, seeing
Yeah.
him go through that, having to hold him. I remember he had to get blood drawn one
Mm.
time when he was like 1.5, and I had to hold him, and they were like poking him, and they ended up poking him like 11 times, trying different ways to get him. It took a good 30 minutes for him before they finally got the thing or whatever. So
Good grief.
the whole time he's crying, he's just looking up at me, like, why are you putting this through me? Why are you making me go through this?
Yeah.
And he could talk, he could say like some words like dada and stuff, and he's like, dada,
Uh,
no. And so yeah, that's like you were saying, that's just a minor part of what we can imagine what God goes through with us and with Jesus as he was watching him there. And Jesus is
yeah.
like, take this cup from me. It's like he's like, no.
I'm surprised she talked to me at all today.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she's a sweetheart. But she's tough though. My goodness. She is tough. So did you see the sheep detectives?
Yeah, we saw it. Yeah, on my son's last day of school, he had a half day, and so that was like our celebratory thing for him. We took him to go see that. We hadn't been to the movies in like 3 years, so this was like the first time. It was like a big deal. But yeah, he loved it, and he's seen it again since then because it's like on Prime or something.
I'll
He
watch it again for
Yeah,
sure.
he loves watching it. My wife really liked it too. I thought it was good, um,
Nice.
but I think they liked it more.
Yeah.
But it was, yeah, the daughter, yeah, it was a teary thing. The daughter husband or daughter father relationship was.
Yeah. There was this the relationship between the sheep and the
Mm-hmm.
shepherd was really interesting to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And like just thinking about kind of revival and like that sort of thing in relation to that movie was interesting to me. Thinking of like um yeah, it's hard for me not to see that pattern in a story like that.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. All right, I gotta get going.
Okie doke.
But
Have a good one.
hopefully,
Thanks for stopping by.
does anybody have Michael's number? I'll text him. I don't know. Email me or text me his number if you got it. I'll text him.
Okay. Well,
Thanks.
I don't have your number. Maybe you could text Neil, and then maybe Neil could text Michael.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah. All right. That's why I pay you the big bucks, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
You're the brains of the operation.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Have a good
Have a
evening.
good one. Thanks for stopping by.
Yep.
If somebody would like to come in and comment on the title, that would be great. I was recently thinking about my grandmother. And my grandmother was born in Idaho. And her mother, I think, passed away quite young for her. And then her father married another woman whose name I believe was Ann Horn. And Ann Horn has passed on now, as well as my grandmother. But Ann adopted my grandmother, as far as I know. Excuse me. And my grandmother she was working at a one of those diners that the waitresses would wear roller skates, I guess. This is the story. I don't know the story. I mean, I don't know. This is what they told me. So she was working as a waitress at one of those diners, and this boy from another school met her, and within 6 months or something, they were married. And they moved from Idaho to California. And then she worked at, I think she worked at a school as like a secretary or something, at like a middle school or something like that. And my grandfather would end up going to work at the Ford manufacturing facility in Milpitas, California, when that was still open, which they later turned into a mall in Milpitas, California, which is basically near San Jose. And I remember being very young, 2, 3 years old, maybe something like that. And one time, what stands out to me about that place was my mom took myself and my grandmother, and we went to the old Ford factory before it was turned into a mall. They were doing the fireworks there, and I remember being just outside. I don't remember the fireworks, but I remember being there, and I remember them talking about this is where Grandpa used to work. Well, later on, my grandmother would do like night school, and and she taught herself how to do real estate, and they had a son, and then they ended up adopting my mother. I think my mother was like 4 or 5 when she was adopted by them. And then my grandmother, Carolyn, became, I guess, quite successful at real estate. In San Jose and Milpitas. And, like, to the point where I guess she ended up starting, becoming her and somebody else became partners and opened up their own Century 21 office. And so when we would go and visit and stay by Grandma and Grandpa's, we would, she'd bring us to the office, and or when she'd get a new listing or whatever, this is way before the internet, they'd put these flyers together, and we'd go out on like a Saturday morning or whatever it was, whatever days I was over there, and we would walk the neighborhood and put the listings like on the print out a bunch of listings, and they'd be put on the porch of the houses as we'd walk the block and whatever. And and my grandfather was very like he was just like very, he wasn't really like, it found it maybe difficult to connect with the grandkids, like kids were like aliens to him or something. But Grandma was like great. And one time my mom was getting a new car, and so it was a Hyundai Excel. This is way back when. And they went to the dealership, and I remember my grandmother and my grandfather were obviously helping my mom to get this car. And I remember most about that was my grandmother in the office with the dealer, and she was doing the negotiating. And so she was a gentle gal, lovely, but a fierce negotiator. And then later on, she ended up being diagnosed with MS. And my grandfather, and she retired, and they would travel around. They had a motorhome, and they sold the house in Milpitas and bought another place out somewhere else. And but that's who Carolyn is named after, is Grandma Carolyn. And she is awesome. She was awesome. And when I think of like the American dream, like, she is the image that really comes to mind for me. She was the example of that. Now, my grandfather was like an atheist, and thinks like this religious stuff is nonsense. And I think some of that is like from some of his upbringing and stuff. Maybe he had a bad experience or something. But my grandmother, she would when she would put me to bed, there was this book that she would read. It was called "I Wish That I Had Duck Feet," and I loved this book. And Actually, I wish I had a copy of it, but it's like a, I don't know, it's kind of like a, maybe a Dr. Seuss like book, and it's called "I Wish That I Had Duck Feet." And then after she would read that, she would do the "Now I Lay Me Down to Sleep" prayer with me. And so, even though her husband was an atheist and maybe she wasn't a practicing Christian, she saw the value of doing that prayer, saying that prayer with me. And then, so I remember like she would say things like that I thought was ridiculous, but like at the time, and now I like wish I would have listened. I wish I would have listened to a lot of people and the things that they said, and I wish I would have put it into action. But one of the things she said was like, statistically, people who smoke cigarettes are often more live in poverty, and that so she was like, you would never hear her curse or cuss. She once called my dad an asshole. That was the only time that I ever heard her cuss, and it was probably for good reason. And I don't think she was doing it to besmirch him. I think she was just trying to be honest. Anyhow, so she didn't smoke. I don't think they really drank. I mean, I don't think they were like teetotalers or anything like that. It just wasn't that appealing to them. Then they would take like their. I think the first time I went to like Mexican restaurant was with Grandma, and she would take us to this Mexican restaurant downtown, and I would get the highly Americanized taco salad, where it came in like a nice tortilla shell, like fried tortilla shell with lettuce and tomatoes, and maybe there was like shredded chicken in there or something. But I love that stuff. So yeah, I was thinking about my grandma last few days. I started writing a little bit about her. So I wanted to talk about Carolyn's namesake. And I don't know, I like the idea of, I'm a big fan of the American dream. So yeah, that's just on my mind. People are more than happy to come in if you like. Okay. Greetings and welcome. Oh, look at that shirt. What is that?
This is the newest shirt over at Grim Grizz Dash Shop, sportswall.com. It's a TLC.
Wow.
Movie night. Rewind it and be kind to it. Over on the Ezra Geo channel, but he's going through my shops for reasons we don't discuss publicly.
Wow.
What's my cue?
That's a very nice nice piece of memorabilia there, guy.
You got a lot of posted color choices, up to XXL large.
Wow. I have the
Oh, and
original.
great news. We've unlocked the final beholder. Breaking news.
Do we know where it's
All
going?
5 of the handcrafted gift beholders have been unlocked, and agents have been dispatched to distribute the 5th one. to its upcoming recipient.
Do we know where that's going, or is that a secret?
It's a surprise if we can manage the surprise aspect of it.
Nice.
So yeah.
Excellent. How was your day? Was it a good day?
Let's let's look forward, Chad. Forward looking.
I don't know. I'm a sucker for some good nostalgia, dude. I like it. I think there's some good stuff to some nostalgia.
Well, you had a specific ask I came here to deliver on. I need a cue.
Yes, please deliver on the title.
Yeah, like give me that's your cue. Is you'll say title, and then I do.
Yeah, the title is "We Spit Out Cynicism."
I see it, but I need to like know when to go. So it's when you say title.
Yeah. Title.
We spit out cynicism, ptui, and renew our vows. Says me. You should see my title in the title.
Well, what does it mean to you?
Like the cynicism is when you're looking at the snakes instead of the snake on the golden thing, bronze snake that he lifts up.
I like it.
It's hard to go forward when you're tripping over your feet because all the snakes.
Amen. Yeah, dude. That's exactly correct. That's what
I don't know what vows they had. That's an important part.
Well, I think those are secret. Those are things we ought to. If you know the vow, then you know the vow. Kind of
Have you
thing.
seen the
you know?
Kingdom of Heaven? There's this one part where he makes him say a vow, and Liam Neeson is like, "Whoa!" with a metal gauntlet, and he's like, "That is so you'll remember." That's what vows used to be back when life was real.
Do you remember the Liam Neeson movie Next to
Rob
Kin?
Roy?
Next
Wait, which
to
one?
Kin.
Next of Kin.
It had Patrick Swayze, and then Ben Stiller was the villain.
Oh, so it's a true movie. No, I'm sure it's in there, but it's buried under so many short form and YouTube videos now.
Yeah, classic. That's when movies were classic. Although, yeah, the movie we watched earlier was great today. So, yeah, man. You got any cards for us?
No, but when you asked that, one was at the bottom of the deck.
Perfect. I'll drink to that. What else is on your mind?
Do you know the one from the Tom Hanks movie Big on the guitar? Dun, 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 dun. And can you play that on your guitar without you two peeing itself?
Is that right?
Close enough for me, man.
Sweet.
Jazz all over it.
How's the bubble bobble going?
I don't know, man. I'm leaking footage I think is real good, but nothing in the comments indicates anybody likes it. So perhaps not. But we're having fun. We got a big one. I had to juggle 6 people and 6 different bubbles on StreamYard.
Wow.
So being the cameraman is kind of an interesting thing.
You guys have good plans for music and editing and stuff?
Jess P's doing a lot of the make this less carpy and hopefully a really good outtake reel. And like Lucito's deciding which of our takes to send him and directing several other takes to the cutting room floor.
Well, we're gonna have to
we're at
call
about
on the old
60%. Oh, sorry.
Good. we'll have to call on Vanderklay and all the others to really push this up the salient hierarchy because I don't want people to see it. I didn't participate in it because I wanted to play spectator this round, so which I'm looking forward to. Very much looking forward to it.
It got boosted till that speaking gig at the Sacramento Estuary Hacky.
Well, I'm looking forward to the next one where you and DC Schindler are there, and then maybe we get Vanderklay to get like I don't know somebody else.
Now, wasn't the one of the very first ones a fishing one? Because I
It
want to
was.
get back to that. Like they're like over on the Restoring Meaning channel with Sherry stuff. They got into how like separated we are from the fact that life feeds on life, and like for you to live, stuff has to die. And so if we included catching and skinning and killing and cooking to the campfires, I think would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, Paul, clearly DC Schindler would be I think he would be a really good. Because, like, I think if you were to do one of those things, Grizz, I think you would do great with somebody like that in conversation. But,
I think he'd be fun.
like, I don't know what Grizz is all worried about. Or Paul is all worried about. Grizz, he's hard to handle.
What? I didn't hear any of that. That must be from one of them private signal chats.
Nope, not in any of those. I'm not in a single one of those.
No, I'm not crying about it. Good for Booster Till.
Yeah.
Good for Booster Till.
Well, there's
I think his work party's right on our Pacific Northwest pilgrimage too.
Oh.
He might be leaving for the Peterson Sphere. I'm gonna watch for that.
Well, maybe old Vanderklay can pull Peterson out of retirement in 2028 for the.
He's got to let go of the cat and then do that meditation thing again, because apparently the meditation is when he offered transfiguration.
We'll see what happens.
Our Lord works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, I wanted to go to the thing, but I won't be able to go because it's Ann and I's anniversary weekend, and there's no way that I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Ann, do you want to go to Sacramento to an estuary conference for our anniversary? Wouldn't that be great?" That would be great. But
you could do a competing anniversary party.
Yeah, we can do that.
I must come to you and celebrate you. And you're married.
There's that.
Because if it wasn't for
I know
her,
that there's
you'd be in a ditch somewhere, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, there's rumblings about a 2027 Chicago event that we're putting together. So it's
I hear big things.
As long as I'm not working the cameras at that one, it'll go well.
As long as what? As
long as I'm not running the camera.
Oh, you did fine. What are you talking about? Not running the cameras.
Well, what it was I didn't get much time to be a husband.
Oh, right. I thought you were saying the thing that came
Mama
out of you running the cameras was bad, and I was like, no, it weren't. But like, as far as your marriage,
I would like doing it.
Yeah,
I like doing it, but it was hard because it was under the impression that I was going to go there and like be able to just hang out and be with Ann and show up Carolyn and hang out. But it was like I had to work, which was fun. I'm very honored. That was great. But the next time around, I'm hoping that does not happen again.
Well, you were a pillar of that project from start to finish. So it's good that you were doing the sacrificial. It doesn't mean you have to do it again.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's. Do you look back on this stuff and like? I know you're a forward-looking dude. general, but do you ever ponder like ingratitude with what's unfolded? Do you ever just find yourself doing that? Kind of like, wow.
Like, I'm not working a hot dog plant, bro. Of course I do.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but
I think honestly, because I'm a narcissistic sociopath, I get to say things like, I think the world would be missing out. Like it'd be like burying my talent in the hot dog factory. What is the thing?
it's true.
You're not supposed to bury them. So.
Mm. Mm. Well,
Did you ever learn New King Big on the guitar?
no, I have a hard enough time learning my own songs.
I think we got to do it a cappella.
Yeah. I mean, all I have to do is sit down and be intentional with the stuff, but I don't have enough like gumption to just, or like discipline to do the right thing like that.
I think you got plenty. It's like you know how they got those chakra systems in the Eastern Wu?
Yeah.
Like one of them is probably like the energy that goes into your system to do a certain thing. It's like you have to build up enough will toward being the person that has done that thing. And if you've got that will spread all over, be a good father, don't do this, do this. Like you don't have enough to shoot into that system also.
Yes. I think that's true. There's a matter of attending to responsibilities and how much tenacity can I pour into all these different places? Yeah. I like that. Yeah.
You know what you need?
I'm not really that ambitious.
Cosmic burrito.
I need
That's
you.
That's what powers up your ability to pour it into those sorts of things. The power of the cosmic burrito.
Yeah. These days, I like to just be kind of like a grain of rice in there, I mean, it's vital, and the cosmic burrito. It's an interesting thing to think about. So what's it like? Have you found it pretty beneficial having Ezra come alongside and kind of? I love the chemistry and some of the
chemistry
times,
is like me beating him in front of everybody, and everybody like really enjoys it. And like I don't think the show would be where it is today without him. I'm very grateful.
I've laughed out loud like more times in the last few months than I have in a long time, because just it's hilarious, dude. But yeah, it's very edifying for the whatever the hell this thing is that you're here doing this.
After the first or second time it came on, they pulled me aside and said, this is blank, blank, blank. I was like, it's what? And he said, blank, blank, blank. And I was like, That's not what he said. I'm censoring. And I thought about it, and I'm like, all right, I've been seen and understood. We can proceed. So he taught me something, and now we're good. We're doing good.
Yeah. Well, you have a very, very well, the light that you share is yours. There's nobody like it. Nobody has that but you. And
this is not financial or legal advice.
Nope. Well, what else should we talk about? Should I play an old branding?
Oh, look, there's a Paul out there.
Yeah. Yeah, he was He was. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's watching.
Brandon,
Maybe
you
he's
got loaded
sitting
up. What's your toolbox? How many you got in your toolbox there?
Oh, the thing's completely loaded full. Excuse me.
You get
Remember this
100
one?
total.
Yeah.
I'm very
Now we're
this one?
stuck on this stupid tower in the middle of nowhere. And I don't blame you, and now we're stuck on this stupid.
Well, I didn't see anything out of the ordinary.
There's that one. There's. I like this one a lot.
Just click the link below. Make sure your camera's on and your penis is put away. Yep. All right. None of that. What?
Well, I didn't see anything out of the ordinary.
That's a masterpiece. That is. See, I don't drop the link enough, but that should be distributed to every one of these shows that tries to like let just any weirdo on.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, the other day, Vanderclay pulled this one out of the hat, which I was like, what?
In that sense, that's where I see this little corner coming to meet this moment.
Oh, that's a very, I hadn't thought about that.
Because
So just let me make sure I make, and sorry for interrupting, I just want to get it. Instead of the we being, it's like, no, this little corner is a nexus point of many different Christian groups and non-Christian groups. And that nexus point is perhaps the place we should look for as the thing that will rise to the response. Is that what I'm hearing you
Yes.
say? That's really good, Paul.
And that's what I hear when you say, this is how this little corner should steal the culture.
Now we're stuck on this stupid tower in the middle of nowhere. And I don't blame you, and
That was the glorious of days, man. My Thundercats Thunder Bay thing is one of the most priceless things I ever made to me.
Yeah, dude, those brandings were so much fun to make. I'm surprised they let me do it.
I had to go back and edit it in the name of the other guy because I had just called him the other guy. They were pretty mad about it.
Is his name like Richard something? I can't remember his last name, but I remember Richard. It's a salient name.
Still the other guy to me.
Yeah.
He never came back with a report that I remember.
Well,
I'm working
well
on
what
a
do you
video-
think?
What? What do I think about what?
What did you just say?
I said I'm working on a video game, a stream game.
Oh, tell me
Yeah.
about it.
I'll show you real fast. This is what it looks like at the moment, right? It's based on
Right.
that They Live card game thing I had.
Nice.
So, like, it's Ray's turn to play, and now she's got to do a silence card, a cope card, a FOMO card, or an authority card. And then it burns other people's attention points.
Mm.
And the last one with attention wins. Is the notion of the game where it's in its final stages of development, though. That's what I've been up to.
Do you have a? Let's get this out of here. Like, do you like my turkeys?
That was it's the one of those meta backgrounds that people are paying attention. I like.
Do you have a like a wild card, like a attention sphincter card?
There's savings throws in there.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, that'll do. That'll do. Well, I don't know. I think
You want me to go away so you can get back to ruminating ish?
I have I have nothing going on. I just don't want to waste your time. You know,
Seeing my
I thought
friend,
about
quote unquote, never a waste of my time, sir. Don't insult me this.
yes, indeed.
I've been in that house, man.
Well,
With
do you remember this
CW
one? I
Weeks
made
of
this
all
one for
people.
Pete. When you gonna come back? We have dinner right here yet again. Yeah, I know. I sent him. So Matthew, or I'm sorry, Skank, has been doing that little zine, and he had a bunch of stories that he had people write, and one of them was one that I recently wrote, and I've
Did you
been
do
really
the
impatient, so I've just been
cyberpunk
sending it.
Islam? Did you do the
No, it was
cyberpunk
the one after
Islam
that.
topic? Or the detective one is the one I'm waiting
No, I
for.
did detective. I did detective. Yeah.
I'm not sure how
And
Skank is
so,
releasing that. Is he just dumping the whole thing on Substack at once, or one article every couple of days, or what's that like?
I don't
What's the
know.
zine look like in internet form? Do you know?
I don't know. I asked him. He's very busy, so he hasn't been able to give it much attention. But the story I sent him was too long, so he said that he was going to release an excerpt of it, and I'll just release the rest on my Substack. But it's like 20 pages long.
Yeah, I don't know. What's that short is probably less than that.
I guess. Yeah. I think I wrote like almost 8,000 words. I think he only wanted like 1,500 or something.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
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 But I couldn't help it. I just keep writing the dang thing because it was like I need to. Yeah. Anyhow, I sent it to CW, and he said that he felt like that. He said, "I think this is my secret of NIM." And I was like, wow, CW is.
He glazes better than GPT.
Yeah, that was crazy. So now I'm trying to figure out how to kind of like not lose my mind because it's a good story and just write another story without overthinking it, because I too
You
am a
could just
narcissist.
find a 1,500 word scene in it probably and call that the short story.
Yeah. Well, the next one is going to be after detective is going to be like vacation or inspired honesty or something. So I don't know. There's a lot going on in my mind trying to figure that out, but I have some ideas. So, but I love it. I love writing stories, man.
I like the acting. This is fun. The Macbeth stuff. Really good.
You're good at it. You're very good at it. And actually, I have a request for future potential request of if you guys end up liking the story that I wrote in the future, I'd like it to be made into a play. And maybe you guys can, if you want to play with that, that'd be cool. But I don't know how you do it.
I think we can do like voiceovers and instead of like if we get scripts, we could do voiceovers of episodes of stuff.
Yeah.
We put our minds to it, but
yeah.
We've seen you in Macbeth stuff, Olsen, and he hasn't seen any.
Yeah. I like Olsen. I like his I like the way he operates. He's a cool dude, very humble dude.
Yeah, he wouldn't even take Beholder. I was like, I think we should send it to you. He's like, no, don't send it to me.
There are guys that I just wish I was a little more like, and he's kind of one of them. A little bit of Ron Copperman would be nice to be like sometimes. You know, these guys are kind of humble, and they don't seem to be too neurotic about shit, which is kind of cool. But
first, you have to crystallize a version of yourself inside them, and then empower them as Horcruxes, which will let you feed on their energy when you need to invoke that portion of your own personality. But first, you have to make them love you. That's the hard part.
Yeah. Is that like what do they call that? like embody Lexio Divina of somebody else's personality or something. Whatever that means. I just made up a bunch of shit
I like
there,
it.
but
I like the
so-
random Lexio Divina. I think that people should look into that practice. I think it's sus, but everybody just stops at the big word door. You know, what are they really up to?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think whatever that means, I actually don't know what it means, but I think it means something like you read yourself into the story a little bit. I think maybe I don't know.
Lexio Narcina.
But when yeah,
That one I
that sounds like a
like,
pretty
yeah.
badass name.
Mhm.
I like that. Interesting.
How goes the work?
Have you
of
talked to
tiles
Gavin
being
lately?
put out? Sorry. I
Tiles?
said, how's the work? Still a lot of tiles need tiling?
Yeah. I just finished a backsplash and a bathroom, and I don't know where I'm going Monday. So, but they seem to be happy. And then I asked my boss what it kind of looks like as far as projected economics, and she's like, it's looking great. So I said, if it wasn't looking great, would you tell me? And she's like, oh yeah, I'd tell you. So
Oh yeah, Chad. Oh yeah.
but
Afriel's laughing
I mean,
from his
they're
roof, or he's a cowboy from his roof. What's that mean?
howdy from my roof.
Howdy is all right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Or
From
for the
hoof to roof.
firework watching. They're watching fireworks because it's nation's birthday. Happy birthday, America! Right?
Yeah, dude. 250, 251. It's gonna be something. I don't know. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other. Continue to try not to be a jackass and be a father, man. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I like the songs. Shed his grace on thee. That's a good one.
Which one?
The America songs. The white.
Oh yeah,
patriotism.
yeah.
Oh hi.
Which one was that now?
That was the Blue Church Joker.
Oh, nice. Here's a Blue Church Joker for you.
I can't hold it. 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 He's the only person I imagine actually being all on the throne. Be like, we can do this. Good night,
Oh
Olsen.
man. Good night, Olsen. Yeah, the my StreamYard is so laggy. I press the thing, and then I see you watching it, and then it kicks in, and then when I turn it off, it's like still playing and you're talking. Jeepers, man. I think I need to clean out this laptop.
Internet hose. Your internet hose is not large enough.
That also, yeah.
Although sometimes that's just Wi-Fi and stuff, man. I like to plug it in.
It's really not as fast as it should be. And
it might be like how much RAM's on that device, how much StreamYard can it hold in itself before it loses its grip.
Yeah. And my issue is like I don't know anything about that stuff. I just like plug it into the wall and type in StreamYard.com, and I don't know like the technical.
Do you remember the hog farm?
No.
That was supposed to fix that.
I know, but I am way too erratic for any agency, as you know.
No, but it's like a catalog of like I need level 3 broadcaster gear. I don't know what the hell it is. You guys know what it is. Let me just use the one that's in the manual. That's the one I want.
Well,
It's like having to learn the hardware and everything. I mean, meet a teenager or something.
I mean, you're one of the guys who's working with the, these those digi slaves. You can just get them to make one, right?
Oh, I don't deal with those people.
Okay.
Just one-on-one basis.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of weird playing the old Friday morning nameless branding, but I'm like, whatever, dude. The ghost can live. You can still be here.
It helps the legends. Having legends is good. Community building too.
Yeah. This I still think this one's my favorite. One of my favorites, actually. Well,
I saw her toss the kites on high and blow the birds about the sky, and all around I heard her pass like lady skirts across the grass. Oh, wind a blowing all day long. Oh, wind that sings so.
That reminds me of those two creepy birds Paul has on his backdrop for YouTube, like he's Odin, and they're Odin's ravens.
yeah. That's my my haunted Robert Louis Stevens branding, which there's a whole story behind that one, which is really weird. But after I made that, I went and I watched so I was listening to that. Remember when way back in the day when I sent you that lady who was reacting to Pink Floyd The Wall, and you're like, I don't really like her. It was like a reaction video. I texted it to you. Anyways, she mentioned that Robert Louis Stevenson, or whatever his name is, he's the guy that made the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So he wrote these children's songs or poems, and this guy, whoever made that song, and I took it and I slowed it down or whatever, and I ended up making this whole branding. And then after the fact, I was watching this documentary on the guy, Robert Louis Stevenson, and his family made they were lighthouse builders. And he is actually a guy who would walk on the ocean floor in one of those ocean floor suits. And I knew nothing about this. And so it was really weird to see that all of that was already in the branding. And I found out after the fact. And that freaked me out. I'm like, dude, what the hell?
Where do these ideas come from?
Exactly. And the whole idea about that branding, I called it the dream dealer, because it's like this old house. It reminds me of a dream, and like the guy, you put the money in the machine, and you got these guys cranking stuff, and yeah, it's very strange.
I like your Bruce Banner one.
I really like it. I do too. That one's really good. I don't have it uploaded. It's on my channel though.
I know what that's
and it's
like.
funny because that one was actually made to be exactly what you're saying. And I remember I made a couple of them and they kept getting blocked. This is where I learned about how to try to fight the copyright claim stuff, was through that, making that branding. And I was like, well, these keep getting blocked. So I'm just going to make something that kind of makes me think of, like, I'm going to recreate this idea, and that's how that one was made, actually. So
it's probably better than being on the nose, even without the copyright issues. You know what I mean?
It's a lot of fun. I like that. And then, like, the train. Do you ever think of how interesting, like, the way that the memes take shape? Like, nobody set out to make the train as the end. It just kind of was like, no, this is what I am. I'm going to be the end.
Yeah.
And I think it's awesome. There's all sorts of those things I just marvel at, how fun it is to be
building together and not by ourselves.
Yeah, dude, it's the greatest. It's so cool, man. Here's this one too. I really like this one. I remodified this one for my own channel way back when, but I like this one a lot. Thank you, Mr. Grizz, for stopping by and spending time and attention. And now that it is July 5th, I think it's time for night-night. Good night, everybody. Sweet dreams.
And I was thinking of entitling it "Pay to Play with PVK."
Pay to play with PVK.
Because that nicely rhymes with PVK. Get pay to play with PVK. Get pay to play with PVK. Pay to play with PVK. Get pay to play with PVK. Get pay to play with PVK. But I have such church. I'm so comfortable with sort of the way church handles money. And I just don't know. I just don't know how to deal with this whole world.